Starting. We are live. This is a live alert. Even though this is not a good time of day, something has just happened that will be shaking the YouTube community in the morning. And I've got the first look of this right here on the Vegan Carburetor channel. I don't know where to begin. It has to do with the battle that's been going on between vegans and the carnivores. Some people may just laugh off these carnivores. Yeah, they made a live video, just before I went live, right here. See in the title, VeganGains has accepted debate challenge. Oh, and by the way, he went live like 10 minutes after we talked, where me and him talked back and forth in some comment section. I'm not sure where it was. And I told him what happened. I said, I don't look too dumb anymore, do I? They made fun of me for talking about him. As I said, vegans shouldn't talk about him. Giving him so much publicity. Well, no. Not compared with what VeganGains just did 3 days after I got in on the ground floor, people. Who's the dumb one? Who's the smart one here? Which video do you want to see first? That's the question. Okay, there I am. Still don't know. I don't know. It's not getting any better. Oh, I know what's going on. It's a community network, and I'm thinking, well, it's late at night. People aren't working anymore. There's no reason to use the internet anymore. Yeah, you know what happens when the lights go down. Oh, we're in the green all of a sudden. We should check out VeganGains first. You can see why he was so late. He should have been like right after my video, like the day after. He takes so much time to make a video. It makes you wonder how he ever has a social life. Doesn't he still have a marriage? And how does he sleep? Or does he have employees to do this for him? He did some intense research. He actually watched some of Bart's videos to get this information. And then he had to do more research, and it's so much trouble. I don't see how he does it. What is his secret to success? Anyway, here, watch this. Even I haven't had time. Well, I could have watched some of Bart's videos, but I really haven't watched more than like 3 minutes of Bart yet, believe it or not. And that's because I don't want to be giving him the views. Let's all watch all his videos so we can debunk him. Meanwhile, we're making him more popular. Jeez. It's like I'm the only smart one here. I get called stupid all every day now. Well, at least he didn't put his name in the title. I'll give him that. But, you know, this video is going to get big. And people are going to hear about this Bart dude. Let's go back to the beginning.
Only I come from a standpoint of being a very highly qualified research scientist in my own regard. You, my friend, you are a charlatan.
And that was why I warned VeganGains and other popular vegans. Has VeganGains actually ever debated someone with expertise, formally trained? Or is he just picking fools off the internet? And some people might be thinking that Bart is a fool, just another fool too. Is this where the shit hits the fan? And VeganGains makes a big mistake?
So a couple weeks ago, I uploaded a video titled Dr. Eric Berg.
Remember, VeganGains, you know, is he a god or something? You know, he spends so much time making videos. He can't be an expert. He sounds like an expert. He's reading from the experts. But when he actually goes up against an expert, what's going to happen? Well, it looks like we're going to find out.
Worst of the healthcare industry, where I exposed Eric Berg as a fraud and a charlatan. The guy pretends to be a doctor when in reality he's just a chiropractor, and he doesn't have the slightest clue of what he's talking about. He has no ability to read or
That's kid stuff. Anybody can debunk that guy, and we have. I was doing that a year ago. In the comments of Richard's video, someone called him a legend. You were just amazing. And do people get it? I beat Richard to this guy. I got in on the ground floor in the theory that someone was going to come along and make Bart popular. VeganGains just fulfilled my prophecy of doom. The vegans will be hurt by this, but at least I will climb, being on the top floor, going up. VeganGains ladder to hell. And maybe I'll have some say in this community, like I should have all along, even before this guy existed. I just don't get it. And he has a formula now for debunking people, but how well has it actually worked? Fool vegans in the vegan fools in the comments saying, "Yes, we will defeat." It's like Avatar. I watched that the other day. Those people think they could win against high technology, and yeah, sure, the writers made them win, but it's a movie. CGI even. It's fake, people. There's people in the comments, they're so deluded. They're just sitting there cheering. They're in their own world. Yeah, we win because VeganGains sounds so right. Because he is right. Because we got the facts and the logic over here. Meanwhile, Bart is over there. He hoped that it would happen. He thought someone would take the bait. Isn't that what YouTube's about? Who's the smart one? This guy's debated so many carnivores. He's worn it out. Now he's just helping the carnivore community.
Understand the research he refers to.
How they fudged it. They used the risk.
After I made that video, a guy named Bart Kay, who is a Carnivore Diet supporter, had the idea to make a response back where he supposedly exposed me as a fraud, and the video title is VeganGains Wrong with explicit language in parentheses.
Yeah, he does a good job of burning Bart here. That's a pretty good one, yeah. We might as well see it. But we want to get to the meat of the matter.
I'm guessing Bart expects mostly young children will watch his videos, so he feels obligated to leave an explicit language warning. Well, Bart, if your video...
It's a really cheap shot, though. Is he going to get points for that? Is it going to help the animals? Is it going to make people go vegan?
Videos are so idiotic and childish that only young children would be interested in watching them. Instead of warning everyone of explicit language, why don't you just give everyone an autism warning? Oh wait, you already did that.
But throughout my life, I have had a, I guess you'd call it mild, whatever you like. It's either it's mild or it's not mild, I don't care. But I've had a mild form of autism known as pathological demand avoidance syndrome. Okay, so if you want to know all about that and how that affects...
Yeah. So I just heard this a few minutes before I went live. And all I could think of is, well, this is interesting. That he's actually putting this out there. Oh. And why would he do that? And I thought, that's going to just give us material, right? And then I had another thought after that. I won't say it right now. But you might be thinking the same thing. Listen to what he says right here.
Demand avoidance syndrome. Okay, so if you want to know all about that and how that affects my personality, go and do some research on that if that interests you at all.
So, Bart...
Go and do some research and see what makes me tick if you're interested. You know, why would he put that in there?
Bart admits he has autism, and he specifically mentioned pathological demand avoidance syndrome, or PDA for short. Now, I don't think he should be ridiculed for having autism. It's not his choice that he has this disorder.
Skip ahead a little. Past this.
Not to make any kind of personal attacks against Bart, but I thought this was necessary just to give some needed context for his arguments. And his autism appears to affect how he perceives criticism, since he lacks social understanding. Now, every single point he made, that would take way too long, but I will respond to some of his arguments that I found to be most important and most relevant. If you watch any of his videos...
Commercial.
29 years ago, Liberty...
Okay, I got a couple comments I want to read here. Someone, Michelle Lowe, is here. First time commenting on one of my live videos. She says Bart is nowhere near as much of an expert as much. Well, what makes you say that, though? But you know, don't people say that about everybody? Yeah, that's funny. And can't people just say that about vegan meat? Hey, I did a few minutes ago. He makes himself look like he knows all. But how could he? And, you know, by day he edits videos, rides his motorcycle. He has a social life also, but I don't. And I don't have time to do research. And then by night he plays video games live on the internet. He's not an expert. Maybe that's why when he's live talking with people, he focuses on ethics and philosophy. Yeah, that's easier. Michelle also said he's not as much an expert as he makes out. It's good that VeganGains is giving him a debate. It will reveal the holes in his argument. Reveal them to who? See, what are we trying to accomplish here? Well, is VeganGains doing this for a higher purpose? For what's his purpose? Is he trying to help veganism? No, we want to reach the people who are listening to Bart. Show Bart's viewers the holes in his argument. That's the people we want to reach. Do you really think we can reach those people? Has this worked before? People like me, Foot Soldier, and other people have been making a big fool out of Dr. Oz for a couple years, and now VeganGains has jumped in. I gave him a thumbs up for that one. That's good, because that's going to reach a bigger audience. Dr. Oz is a famous person. Everyone knows him. But here, we're just trying to reach the carnivore community. And when we have this debate where we're saying Bart's not correct because here's the science. Here's what the study says. Well, they already are debunking all that stuff over there. Bart is doing that. These people already have their belief that all I needed to do was look at Bart's titles. He says science is broken. He's referring to the last 60 years of studies, research, and science that says that things like cholesterol are bad for you, that cause heart disease. Meat in general does. Fat, you don't want too much fat and all that stuff. They're saying that all that has been wrong because of some new studies that they have cherry-picked and twisted. Well, the studies are already twisted from the start. What's VeganGains going to do against that? VeganGains is a busy person. I don't think he understands what's going on in this community. I've been covering this community for the last 7 months. VeganGains hasn't been in this circle. Okay, another comment. Social understanding sounds empirical. Well, empirical. Michelle Lowe has commented again. Check out his research papers. Yes, see, I haven't had time to do that. I wanted to get to that. He thinks he knows more than he does. That only makes him more dangerous, because look around at the world. Look. Do you watch the news? People need to watch the news, man. Truth doesn't matter to people anymore. 10 years ago, I realized that truth is just doesn't seem to matter much to people. And then weeks later, guess who came out and said that same exact thing on one of her shows, TV shows? It was Oprah. Weeks later, Oprah does a show called something like Truth. What happened? Something like that. Well, it doesn't seem to matter. It's not like a big factor anymore. People go with feelings, and they make up their own truth. VeganGains is more experienced in debates, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they both react to each other. But I think in the end, I'm gonna have a sick feeling that, all that's gonna come out of it is that Bart went from 1,000 subs to like 5,000. Well, he'll probably have 5,000 in a couple days. I'll bet YouTube has never seen such a big spike as the one they're about to get. And then after the debate, his subs will spike up again. And then he'll be a big YouTuber. And he'll be more dangerous than 3 syringes and Primal Bald Guy, because this guy actually does have credentials. This is why he has an army. This is why people are so willing to shill for him. Right, this is what I was warning in my videos. She says again, another comment, VeganGains has been taking notice of what's going on in the community. Yes, he has. Sitting by from his perch, thinking about what's the best move. What is my broker going to like the best? He's commented on my Bart response, but VeganGains commented on your video? He replied to one of my comments on his video. It got me thinking, yeah, he's never left a comment on my channel. That's really rare that he'd bother leaving a comment on a small channel. Man, it'd be great. It is. It's great to be a carnivore these days. It really makes you popular. Yep. Vegetable Police knows what he's doing. Watch the trends. Keep his fake health problems going so that he'll be able to use those as an excuse to jump on the latest diet trend. Because it's open season and vegans are taking bait all over the place. I got some more comments here. Switchboards are lighting up, people. Let's take a look. He commented, he's not coming into this blind. He knows what he's doing. Really? Do we got proof of that? How is it that people think that VeganGains is a god? Do you think that he just has the ability to stop time or shift time? We've talked about this before, haven't we? Vegetable Police actually hinted that he can manipulate time. This is where we've come to. And VeganGains can make more time. He has more time than I do. And he has a social life. And he plays video games at night. Even though I am at the computer all the time. I sleep with my computer. I'm in bed all the time with the computers right in front of me. This is why I'm here right now. I'm the first one to cover this story in the world. Should I be proud of that? Or should I be asleep? I've been in this community. I've been in these circles for the last 7 months. I've actually made it my focus, my one focus. Oh, VeganGains goes to the gym too. I don't do that. You know I don't. No one puts more time. No one has put more time into the carnivore community than me. But VeganGains knows what he's doing. What about me? Isn't that an appeal to popularity? That he must know what he's doing because he is VeganGains. Everyone knows him. He's popular. More comments. Let's see. The reannouncer is here. I hope Michelle was right. I'll watch the rest of this once I get some sleep. See y'all later. You know who's not sleeping? The Carnivores. I was surprised that Bart, a little surprised, that he replied back to my comment minutes later. I don't know where he lives, but chances are it's late at night. And I was also noticing that it's strange timing for VeganGains to upload such a video. I'm wondering if there's a connection. Huh. Because he's got us all up. VeganGains isn't a god, but he's experienced debater, yes. But is he really? Look at the people he debated. Anyway, got to go to work now? Yeah. Yeah, in the UK, it's morning. Oh, I hadn't thought about the time difference there. Okay. See you later, Michelle. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about. Too much to talk about. Yeah, there's other things I wanted to get to. And I'm going to really do it in January. So back to VeganGains. By the way, look at this picture. I guess look at him. He looks like the Mask in the Halloween movies. But that's not a mask. Now there's a closer look. That's weird, man. And I wasn't trying to think of something rude to say. I've seen that movie so many times. I saw it recently. That's scary. Oh. Okay, back to VeganGains.
Some kind of religious cult, so unsurprising response to me. I'm not going to respond to every single point he made. That would take way too long. But that might be because he just figures he can get away with saying anything he wants, because people will believe him since he's really good at pretending to be a doctor when he's really not. But I'd say
that's basically what I was saying there. People fall for that. I was typing just a couple hours ago to someone. What makes this guy dangerous is the image he can put on. He's got the credentials matched with the attitude, matched with the suit and tie in his avatar. And the fact he has an army around him, which makes him look like somebody, and that taps into people's appeal to popularity and appeal to authority. He looks like an authority. He acts like one. So does VeganGains, though.
the most likely reason for...
So I'm saying, being logical like he is being here and appealing to people's logic, it doesn't work.
For this is because he actually doesn't understand anything about any of the topics he covers.
And that's exactly what he's saying about VeganGains. So where does that leave us?
Again, he didn't go to medical school. He didn't learn anything in school, really. He just followed some kind of religious cult. So, unsurprisingly, most of what...
I also wanted to point out, I'm not sure who he's talking about here, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Sounds like he's still talking about Dr. Berg, Scientology.
what he says is just plain untrue, yet he feels comfortable giving medical advice on cholesterol and cholesterol-lowering medications.
So do you, Richard?
Richard, can you not see the absolute irony of what you're saying here? It's
Yeah, yes, yes, exactly. It's ironic. There's layers of irony going on there. We're going around in circles here.
absolutely fucking ridiculous, my friend. Okay, number one, can you just correct me if I'm wrong here, and you know, with my apologies if I'm wrong, but I've done a little looking into your background, my friend, and you don't have any qualifications whatsoever. You didn't go to any fucking college, not even clown.
Or PDA for saying he may have difficulty.
You'll see right there. That's the problem. You can't really... People like me and Richard couldn't use the argument that, well, your education isn't as great as... See, we don't have any formal education. We can't use that. This army is coming in with ammo. You can't fight like that against that kind of ammo.
Understanding subtle nuances in speech, and it seems that he doesn't understand why I'm criticizing Eric Berg for not being a medical doctor. The problem I have with Eric Berg is that he claims to be a doctor when he's really just...
Yeah, see, and VeganGains' argument was really good. Now, I made the same argument a few weeks back. Yeah, I think Richard is watching our videos. That, you know, watching my videos and Michelle's videos, that is a good way to get a quick education and recap of what's going on in the community. And then he makes his own video with all this information, speaking firsthand and not mentioning any vegans who've been there before him. Don't want to give a shout out to vegans, but let's get off Eric Berg. Can we do that? Let's skipping ahead to 9 minutes.
Be mean or as an insult, but it's clearly influencing his opinions, his...
Yeah, and they say the same thing about you. Okay, something I often forget to say in my videos is I'm showing you both these videos. I'll show you more tomorrow. And one reason I'm doing that is so you can see them here and not watch the original videos. Don't give this video the extra boost, although I don't know if it really matters. But as you can see here, it's the same old thing. And don't go to Bart's channel. Don't give him more of the attention that will have him dominating YouTube, releasing a Frankenstein into our whole community, messing it all up. We have enough to deal with, enough damage to control.
His judgment and the way he handles criticism. So, not Dr. Eric Berg is trying to convince us that cholesterol low...
Enough of that. I wasn't even thinking of the picture here when I used the word Frankenstein. That's pretty weird, isn't it? Well, let's see what he has to say here. This was just a few minutes ago, right after, I mean, I guess it was an hour after VeganGains upload. In that hour, I got the notification of that video, and then I went and told Bart about it. Minutes later, he responded back. The full text of his message to me was LOFA. That was it. And then a few minutes after that, well, I'm probably right after that, he went and watched VeganGains' video. He had to watch it all, to get to the end where he accepts the debate. Then he goes live. It takes 10 minutes to set up a live video, and he did all that in that hour after VeganGains uploaded. Seems he has no life either. Okay, here it is. Here is the Bart video.
And this is nutrition news tonight. It's on, boys and girls. Richard Burgess, otherwise known as VeganGains, in a stunning and I think a little bit crazy move on his part, has accepted the challenge of this reporter to undertake a debate. I've suggested a debate around the moot point that he and I have been batting backwards and forwards, I guess, with regard to low-density lipoprotein, cholesterol, and the development of atherosclerosis, heart disease. Earlier this evening, we had confirmation from Richard Burgess that he will, in his words, take on the debate. He posted this video wherein he outlined the fact that I'd taken a shot at him, and that I hadn't provided any actual arguments in the video where I took a shot at him, and he's quite right, I didn't. And I wonder why I didn't do that, boys and girls. I wonder why. Also, I, of course, left one or two landmines, shall we say, around on the internet, most notably in a video about who is it that I am and stuff that was posted a few days ago, hoping that one of these YouTube pundits would pick up on some of the content of such videos and try and use it as a discrediting tool.
Bart's army has been planting landmines.
As General Akbar would say, "It's a trap! It's a trap!" Yes, I think it was a trap, maybe. Who knows? I guess we'll see. Anyway, much of Mr. VeganGains' video
And that's exactly what I said. Everything I said is coming true before our eyes. And here I am with a viewer base of 200 people. VeganGains gets 200,000 people on some of his videos. He's called a legend for being popular and taking the bait that I warned him about.
Is focused around trying to characterize this reporter, myself, as some kind of crazy person on the basis of the autism spectrum disorder, which I have, which by the way is quite mild. He has picked it up and run with it, which means, boys and girls, that, as was my dastardly plan, his eye is not on the ball, his eye is on the man, and that's exactly where I wanted it. So, good work, boys and girls, for helping me out with that, in terms of getting that dastardly plan together. Yeah, so this video here, I mean, basically, yeah, Richard characterizes himself as being the reasonable, sane one, the reasonable, sensible one.
Good luck, people. Buckle up. And sleep tight.